No, you know why? I mean, yeah, the energy and everything, bro. But I'm a old head, so I want to enjoy that shit at home because as soon as I'm done celebrating, I want to go home. I
Well,
want to celebrate.
if especially if it's your team, if it's your team and you're there at your team's, I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
Yeah, man.
It
It
don't get no better.
it would be real good tonight if the Pacers win it. Are we in OKC?
Yeah. Well,
Ooh.
listen, I tell you one thing. This is your time to shine. You know what I'm saying? If you're the MVP of the league, right? Your team had the best record the whole year. You are in game 7 at your house. Bro, you have to drop a 40 piece. Guarantee you gotta drop a 40 piece.
Yeah. You gotta ball the fuck. You gotta go Kobe tonight, bro. You gotta
You got
really.
exactly forget, you gotta go nut. You gotta go full Mamba mentality. Nothing.
Yeah, you have no choice. Like seriously, especially because it's in game 7. Like you push this to another game 7 in your series, bro. Like this is why I think that the Pacers might have it because OKC's been running these games. Like they've been running these motherfuckers, bro. So
And if you're our Tyrese, you know what I'm saying? This is your time here too, bro. This is the time to really shut everybody up that said you was overrated.
let me
You know
tell you
what I'm
something because
saying?
they not letting homeboy live with that little 17 piece or the little 14 piece he had
Nah,
the
nah,
other
nah.
day, bro.
Yo, he's got to drop a 30 piece, at least a 30 piece, and they got to
Nothing
win by
less than
20.
25. At least you gotta bring the heat tonight, bro. You
Bro,
gotta bring the heat tonight.
bro, like, there's zero excuse today. Just, either go hard or go home. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo, I mean, for those that don't know, let's clear the line. We got the clip, we got all of that. It's jersey for jersey
Jersey
tonight.
for Jersey
You
today.
already know. I think he said he want a Lindor. I
On
want
the
to.
door.
I want a Babe Ruth. You know what I mean? So we gonna handle that, man. You know what I mean? What's your final score prediction, bro? Because this is the last of the sports talk until football season. So,
110.95.
whew, that's a low scoring game to be the last. The last. Well, you know what? Niggas is gassed. You're right. You're right. You're right. Niggas is gassed. One ten
Listen,
95. I'm gonna do 117 112. One
I'm
seventeen 112, man.
I'm sure everybody's hurt. Everybody got cuts and bruises. Everybody like just wants another day of rest.
We ain't trying to hear that, bro. Nigga, this
All
is the
that shit
last
goes out the
game.
window.
Let me tell you something. Neither one of these teams have won, Hav. Neither one of these teams have won a championship. They have to tear an Achilles. If you do not win, the only reason you should not be able to win the finals tonight, whether you are on the Pacers or you are on the Thunder, is because you balled out so hard. You tore a ligament, you broke a bone and wasn't able to get back on the field. You need to ball out. This is everything in life because one, you win your first ever. For some, you win your first ever ring, and then for the franchise, you win the first ever ring,
Yeah.
and then you could sit back and go chase the bag later. You know what I mean? You go chase the bag and do whatever you want. This is what solidifies legends and basketball players.
Well,
That's
I tell you one thing, like the Pacers have a really good team, right? But after this season, the Pacers team is gonna have to change because all these dudes are gonna want to get paid now. All these dudes
Um,
don't want to get paid,
I feel you
and
on
they
that,
and
but
and they got these guys cheap.
true. I mean, yeah, they could cut the check, but you got, what I mean, their bench is the bench, right? I mean, like what is their bench? What is their bench really like expecting? You're the bench. I
I mean,
mean, they are a big part. Are they the best bench on? I mean, obviously, right? You was good, BX
I
kicking it with
mean,
Ray was
uh,
popping it.
I mean, for right now, I mean, I say you got to go with the Pacers, right? They made it.
Yeah.
They made it this far. They beat like the Knicks with their bench. You know what I'm saying? So
But I've been saying the Pacers since after Cleveland got knocked out. All right, so let's keep it 1,000. I was going for the Pacers when the Knicks happened. I said Game 7 since Game 1, and we're here right now, bro. Like I want a Hollenburn jersey, but Hollenburn.
fuck
I
that.
can't never say this nigga's name, bro. I want
Fuck
this
it.
nigga's jersey, but they don't have it in my size, bro. That would be perfect for the big pun joints.
Oh man.
I'm
See,
not even gonna lie either, bro. I'm about to start getting into these big hats, bro. I'm not. I fuck with them. I might need one in every team,
yo,
bro.
wait. Are we really gonna get rid of the belts of the collection of the belts?
Hold on, look.
I mean, this can't be happening, right?
That's the,
1900. What? What's
that's the
that?
price for the John Cena one.
That's the price for the John Cena one.
Yeah, it's 1,300 just for it. It's a discontinued belt and it's signed with the JSA. Oh,
Mm.
and it got the original case with the headbands and the shoulder bands with the original T-shirt and everything clean, super clean. So you just not getting 1,900 just for just you getting the whole set with the legacy piece. So same
Wow.
thing with the Ric Flair. Ric Flair belt, not the one that you want, but the legacy belt comes with the robe and the diamond.
How much?
The Ric Flair, I'll take 15, 16. Yeah, do 16 since he's the 16 champion. Yeah, 16. Get the whole robe and everything, bro. That's a discontinued belt. Niggas want
And
2,000 just
and
without
like the
it.
robe is
Mind
signed,
you, it's signed. Huh?
and like the robe is signed.
Nah, the robe ain't signed. I was thinking about getting it signed.
Oh man.
And that,
Woo!
I got that edge belt right there. Also 15. Shawn Mike. All of these are signed, bro.
Damn. That's nice.
15. 15.
Yeah.
I'm not even cracking niggas over the head with prices, bro.
All
Niggas
right.
want 1,000, niggas want
Put
1,200
that
without it being signed.
put that Ric Flair to the side.
I got a bunch of Ric Flairs. I got that Ric Flair, the big gold belt on the wall. Super fucking rare. Where is it? Right there. Bam. That one right there. Ooh.
You know I had the shirt today.
Yes, sir.
Woo! I love this shit.
Yeah, man. We got this shit right here. This shit is signed by everybody. Fucking
Oh man, that's
Sting,
thing.
Undertaker, DDP, Mark
Oh
Henry,
man.
Ric Flair, Kurt Angle, Edge. You know what I mean? Just give me 18. Give me 18. Big Show, Eric Bischoff, everybody, bro. So yeah, man. I mean, I got the Chase out here. I'm selling shit, bro. I got it on eBay. I'm mad I couldn't find that culture dude. All right, so let's explain what happened yesterday, bro.
All right. Let's
Yesterday,
do it.
me and my brother, I called my brother up the other day. I'm not gonna lie. I hit the nigga with the bro. You know, I just was going to New York and I just really wanted to see you, bro. So I just figured you could just pull up or something, right? So I'm thinking my bro is gonna be like, yo, here, there, we gonna do this. He was like, nah, go do your thing, bro. And we were at Fanatics Fest. He went to go get some gear. He while I'm over here paying to go see celebrities, he's just chilling. Oh, yeah, there goes this dude. Yeah, there goes this dude. You just bumping into celebrities, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's my first time doing like the fan fest, and I was fanned out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so my boy's here, but he's doing his business, which that's what it was. You're doing your business. You're trying to get all these belts signed. You know what I mean? As an investment, because that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to sell
Right.
them shits. So it's like, you know what? I'm not going to interfere with that. And it's my first time here, and the Jacob Javits is huge. So it's like, I know this is gonna take a while. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go upstairs. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So while you was doing that, I was checking out like the museum that like they had in there. I saw like the most expensive, like the Pokemon card, like from Logan Paul.
Oh,
I
that was
saw,
there?
yeah, bro. It's just like 5.5 mil.
Yeah.
She was
That's
right there, bro.
fire. Oh, wow.
There was like the most expensive, like the baseball card, like the for Honus Wagner.
Oh,
It was
wow.
there too. Um, they had a bunch of Jordan cards, LeBron cards, Tom Brady cards that are worth like crazy bread. They had exhibit where they had all of Tom Brady's Super Bowl fucking jerseys. Like, come on, bro. Like, that shit's fire. So,
All
there
right.
was a lot to see. There was a lot for everyone. Like, if you're into football, they have football. If you're into baseball, they have baseball. If you're into wrestling, they had a whole bunch of wrestling. If you're into golf, they had fucking a bunch of Tiger Woods shit there. If you're into soccer, they
And when
had a
you
whole bunch
think
of
you
messages.
seen everything in there, you really didn't, bro. There was so many things I walked past, and
Mhm.
there was so many celebrities I walked past. It was
Yep.
fucking ridiculous. But here's the thing, right? In my mind, right? Because we don't do general admission. Even when we're general admission, I don't stand on lines. So in
Yeah.
my mind, I'm like, mind you. I started the autographs started at 10:30 and my autographs end at 1:30. I
Right.
finished everything at 2. I finished everything at 2, which sounds almost impossible in Fanatic Fest. But in my mind, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna finish everything around 2:30, 3. Then I'm gonna go chill with my brother. So when we get upstairs, my bro is just chilling in the corner, like, yeah, I'm in Starbucks. And I'm like, why is this nigga just chilling in the corner? It's nowhere, you couldn't move anywhere, bro. There
No,
was nothing to do.
and like when I got in contact with you, I just had got there like to the Starbucks. So it's not like if I was just there, just just chilling. No, no, no. I walked around like like fucking half of the second floor, which it was only half that I walked
Right.
in like 4 hours. I walked half of the upstairs
I knew you
in
wasn't
four
with
hours.
it, bro. I knew you wasn't about that life because, right? So while I'm going to get him, because I had to run from where I was at, I had to run to go get you, go, get our shit, and then run back. So I'm peeping. Now, mind you, I'm thinking my brother, my man look young. I'm not gonna lie. When you see him in person, he still look, you know what I mean? He still looked like a spring chicken. He still had his jersey. He's still looking like a YN kinda, you know what I mean? So I'm like, bet I get the call. Yo, the lines is moving. I'm like, all right, how we about to, you know what I mean? We about to start moving. So I'm walking like a real New Yorker, right? I'm walking, shoom, I'm out of here. I look back, you still at the escalators. I'm getting the call like, yo, hurry up. I don't really want to leave, my nigga, but I gotta go, bro. Like, yo, these
I
lines are
feel you.
crazy, bro.
Yeah, nah, I know. I saw. I was like, nah. You know what? I'm not gonna tweak my knee or nothing like that because this nigga's walking fast. Nah, I'm good. Don't worry. I'll catch up with him. You know what I mean?
That yo, he was that one friend that you like, yo, come on, we gotta go do something. He's like, and then
Yeah.
disappears and just disappears, like yeah, and then just
I'm not
completely
about that life,
disappears in
nigga.
thin air. I turned around, and mind you, my man's got on all white. Yeah, we had like the white jersey and shit, and you know the Knicks shit. So you should be able to spot this nigga real quick. I look back, fuck this nigga, yo, bro. All right, bro. I ain't here for the nigga again. He's like, yo, I'm gonna go buy some merch and charge my phone, bro. Just hit me up when you done. I'm like, oh, this nigga's definitely not about the life, bro.
Nah. I'm not. Listen, I love. You know, I work as a doorman. You know what I'm saying? So I meet niggas all the time. You know what I'm saying? I have a whole bunch of autographs and shit. Like, you know, I'm not like starstruck like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hold
And
up, bro.
I'm not
Collarbone
down,
hurt.
and I'm really not down to be paying like no $250 or $300 to meet nobody, bro. Ain't say my thing. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Now, you know, but
So let me ask you this:
I'm
you wouldn't
I'm not
spend.
gonna knock, like the next man who does it. You know what I'm saying? But me, like I've met so many people up in my life, so it's like you know,
So you telling me that if you had a chance to meet Dan Marino, and you know
nah,
he's like on his deathbed,
no.
to get an exclusive rare jersey of him? Huh?
The only person that I will spend the bread and I will wait online and do all that is Tom Brady. But Tom Brady is, he hardly does
He
shit
goes
like
to
that.
Fanatic Fest every year,
Yeah,
and
but
I
like
don't know.
he doesn't do like the whole photo op and fucking like the
He didn't
autographs.
do it this year. I thought he did
Nah,
it on Friday.
no.
Well, I used it as an excuse at first, right? And
Yeah.
then I sold one item, and I had took like 10, 11 items one time. And I
Right.
sold one item, and I got all my money back from that event and shit. So
There
I
you go.
know, like I always say, everybody thinks it's a joke. Like I built this shit off of this is an investment, and but it's really my hobby. But this is something that if anything ever happens to me, like something happens to me, God forbid, tomorrow,
Right.
eventually, if something goes wrong in my wife's life, she could pawn off a couple, you know what I mean? She could sell a couple belts and be good for a month or two, you know what I mean? So
Now, I hope, right? First off, I'm very proud of you. I am. Let me just throw that out there. If nobody has ever told you or whatever, I'm very proud of you. You have turned yourself into a respectable man. So I
appreciate that,
commend
man.
you. All
Thank
right,
you, thank
brother.
you.
Cause I've seen you. You know what I'm saying?
You see
And-
me, yo, bro, you see me
yeah.
bad.
So you've come a long way, and I respect it fully. I was very happy yesterday, and really, I was just happy just to see you happy. You know what I'm saying? So that was really dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I
man.
was just there. I was just there, bro. I was just chilling, man. I was just enjoying
Yo, bro, you felt like the
vibe.
big bro, just like the big bro,
So
just around, bro.
I was just chilling. But
Just go ahead, do you, bro.
I
None of
hope
it really phases me,
that
bro.
I, I I hope that you take what you have right there up in back of you, right? And you sell it, right? and you all put that up in one separate account, bro, and just invest all that shit and
Oh
watch your
yeah,
money
bro.
grow, and just watch your money grow like 10 times, bro, more.
I'm trying to, yo, bro. Like I talk to my dad. Like I go
I
to my
could,
dad.
I could really see this turning into a really cool mill.
Easy.
You heard?
Easy. What once Undertaker
So
goes and Ric Flair goes and all of these people go and all of these belts are just like in the vault. I'm talking about in the vault, bro. That belt right there, that Daniel Bryan belt,
yeah.
that shit is in the vault, bro. That edge in the vault. Like I knew what I was
So
doing, bro.
you definitely have something good there, and I really hope it turns out good for you, man.
Yeah,
And
I
you know
just gotta
what?
find
And you know what? Like it is. Fuck that. It is. You know what I'm saying? It
I
is.
gotta find a I gotta find a real investor because like you go to certain people and they try to game stop you.
I think what you should do, whenever there's an event, right, like SummerSlam or WrestleMania, you should try to finagle your way like in there. You know what I'm saying? And have like a booth or something, or
Get a table or something.
get a
I was
table.
thinking about it because I got pops for days too, bro, and shit
And
like that.
you could really, really, really do it, bro. Especially like when like where's the next big city like for like WrestleMania? What's that? Vegas or some shit?
Yeah,
What,
Vegas. Yep.
bro, man.
Get in the it's called WrestleCon. You trying to get me into WrestleCon where I
Right.
go and I have a table and I just sell my belts, pops, and
And if you
action.
need help, bro, I go.
Bro,
You know
I
what I'm saying?
already know, bro. I got the whole shit ready, bro.
I I go. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yo, bro, not only do
that's
we
it.
have pops and that, nigga, we between me and you, we have a store.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to do a little pop up shop for shit. You know what I'm saying?
We got t-shirts, pops, titles, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, Xbox, Dreamcast.
No.
Yeah, we got everything, bro.
Or I just met somebody today who is an auctioneer up in my area. And fucking that's the guy where I bought like all these wrestling shirts. You know what I'm saying? I got all these wrestling shirts, yo. Look at this.
Fire. Oh, you got the good shits.
Bro,
And
this
they
is
in good ass condition, bro.
official. Look, this is official. Tagged
Oh,
up.
and they new.
$1
Oh,
each. Like official Nas, yo. Look at this.
Undertaker, let's go. Let's
Got
go. We make these. I mean, these are official, but we make these too, unofficially.
look at these. Look at this joint.
Oh, nigga, you.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, oh, this is like my fucking favorite joint.
You a rock fan.
Uh,
You a rock fan. Yeah, let's go. You know what's the thing that I learned, and I kept saying it yesterday. Like, wrestling, you could vibe out with anybody. You could vibe out with any niggas in wrestling. You go to a show and you could meet your best
oh,
friend.
bro, I I enjoyed yesterday just watching the kids just fucking just being happy, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? Like just being there. You know what I'm saying? That was all
Oh, yo, bro, it's
excited.
always a vibe, bro.
Not
It's
yo,
a multi-billion-dollar company.
bro, like
Hi.
Sorry, hi.
I've been in and out of like the hobby of like trading cards for the last 20 years or so, right?
Right.
And I just started to get back into it a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? But yesterday, right? There was a whole section of like vendors with like the trading cards, you know what I'm saying? Old like the vintage cards to like the whole modern new cards, you know what I'm saying? But it just amazed me how these 12, 14-year-old kids, 16-year-old kids with like their little briefcases with their cards in there, wheeling and dealing. I'm not talking about no $20 cards. I ain't talking about no
Right.
$50 cards or $100 cards. I witnessed, like, like, and like the kid had to be like 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? And he was working a deal
Yeah.
of this Tom Brady card. That shit was like 15 stacks. And he was wheeling and dealing with a grown ass man. And I was just in awe. I was like, wow. And like his mom was just standing there like fucking with him and shit. And it was just amazing. I loved every second of it, man. Just man, that is so dope to me, man.
Because here's why. Because in wrestling and in basketball and in shit, like when we were kids and when you was a kid, bro, and you had the Scottie Pippen and the
Yeah.
Jordan card and shit like that, and you used to have it and have the ends bent up, but that was your card, and you had it, yeah. You had all of that shit. That was money, my nigga.
Yeah.
It was money. Like, oh, it's no matter what you do. Say this bobblehead right here, bro. This bobblehead right here. Let me be careful because I'm close to my shit. This bobblehead right here. They don't
Oh,
make this shit no more, bro.
yeah,
They
yeah.
don't ever. It was very limited when they made it. You know what I mean? So now, in the next 5-10 years, that shit gonna be some money, bro. Money. That shit right now is like $150, bro.
El Burrow, who's this guy right here?
And played 23 minutes in game 6.
Because I just couldn't figure it out.
Here's tonight, right away. He talked about the risk as you see the entire team.
That's Matt Hardy.
He knew the
Matt
risk.
Hardy. There you go. I was like, yo, I forgot this dude's name, man. Like,
It should say his name in the tag, don't it?
Nah,
don't it say his name in the tag? It says everybody.
No, don't say nothing. That's how. But like, I picked it up anyway.
While we doing all of this, Halliburton got hurt. I don't know if he's back in the game, but he got hurt.
He's not trying to do like a Willis Reed, bro.
Well, the first quarter, OKC is up 25-22.
Backup point guard. Siakam.
If we do 3 more quarters like this bullshit, my man wins. So I initiated the challenge to multiple people. You know what I mean? I got a $500 gift card to Fanatics.
Oh my
and
gosh.
I'm trying to either win some jerseys or get some niggas some jerseys. So if you good money, not bad money, and don't be all so like, yeah, you winning for 3 fucking quarters and then want to back out the fucking. Don't do that.
Nah,
if
it's
you
all
niggas want to bet,
shit.
put your team on the line. Let me know.
I consider it a gift.
Motherfucker
You know what I'm
know.
saying? Like, you know what I
They're
mean?
certainly going to need a more aggressive offensive.
That's
effort
exactly
on
how
the
I see
floor.
it
They
too.
like to isolate him at the free
I
throw
don't
line.
ever look at it like, you know what I mean? Like, a bet is a gift.
That's a gift. Well, it's all right. You win some, you lose some. That's all.
Yeah.
Ain't no crowd with that shit.
That's it.
You
I'll
know?
get mine one day.
There you go. Shit.
How many shirts you bought, nigga?
I told you I got 15 shirts for $40. Officially fucking
15.
licensed. Like fucking WWE joints, bro. This is not the cheap
Now
shit.
you go back. Now you go back, do the pop-up shop, and you sell each one of them bitches for like $10.
Thomas Bryant.
That's what I'm saying.
Down to 3.
I got them for like what, $1 each?
I think you're going to get
$1,
You sell even if you sell each one for $3 to $5.
Well,
that's still a come
Well, you know, like I bought this
Johnson and
like
Jones.
with some other stuff, and like you know, and like I offered 40.
James
So-
Johnson, who we just waxed poetic about his impact,
I
has
got
been
this
ejected
old
from
See, the
school
thing about-
game.
shit.
The thing about being a collector, right, is
Look, bro,
you
it's
buy
like-
shit sometime when you buy some shit, sometimes you buy some shit to sell, and then you buy some shit to collect.
Oh yeah,
But a
for
lot
sure.
of the times, the shit that you buy for sale, you just keep it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like those
I mean,
shirts is an easy come up.
that's how I do all my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I all right, yeah, I dropped $40, but trust me, I'm gonna get that money back. You know what I mean? And I can either make profit or I just make my money back and then I keep the rest for myself. You know what I'm saying? So
Bro,
that's
I've
how I
always
always
been like that.
try to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I spent some money today, but I'm on the mission to get that back. And if I want to, I
I've
can make a
always been
profit.
like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I've always been like that with my hobbies because I'm a smoker. So back in the days when there was Reggie, back, you know what I mean, you get $25 a quota, you know what I mean, you get some good Reggie. You know what I mean? You get like 4 friends that wanted a nick. You smoke with them. You know what I mean? You get the plug that gives you the 20 spot once in a while. And yeah, you at least you breaking even, but you still smoking, you supporting. What you getting right there? What's that?
Barry Bonds rookie card.
Oh, nigga. Oh, those the ones you bought yesterday?
No, I bought these fucking today, like from that same dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What the ones you bought yesterday? The ones you bought yesterday was fire.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. This is another Barry Bonds rookie. This is a Juan Soto, a minor league like rookie card. I mean, I'm not sure how much it's worth or anything, but I just got it because it says it's only 2,000 made like of these. So
how long Soto been in the game?
I don't know, like 6-7 years maybe.
All right, then nigga, give him another 10 years. You be that card will be at least 15, maybe $25, $30.
Mark McGuire. Like I had to get him anyway. So
oh my god, I forgot all about Mark McGuire, bro.
Chipper Jones like rookie card.
Chipper fucking Jones, bro.
And whenever I see like this card, I always pick it up just cause I just stack them. Jordan, like the GOAT.
Hey, you ever met Dennis Rodman, bro?
No, I never met him. But I saw a clip yesterday.
Introducing the 3-row
that my man fucking Dracula, which I saw him yesterday
space.
there. He had Rodman sign like a wedding dress.
Comes up with it. Cross court see.
Yeah, I think that was at Fanatic Fest.
Yeah, that was yesterday. I saw him yesterday. Yeah. That was yesterday.
Oh, that was your man's?
Yeah, that's fucking Dracula.
It's deafening in here. A 20-point lead.
He sells kicks.
Do it again. Bro. Don't call the medic. Call the morgue.
Yeah, he sells kicks. He's really, man. I've been following him for the last 10
We've got
12 years.
Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes
fucking
O'Reilly stand apart.
How good. Or you know what? Let me not say how good. I hate how close the Pacers keep shit. And then what they do is they gas niggas at the last minute. And then they want to do some hocus pocus shit.
So slowly chipping away. Chance to cut it to 18 at the line with 4.5
this is going to be a close game up to maybe like the third quarter. Like in the third quarter is when
the job on both ends,
it's
just trying to stay in
determined
front.
who's who.
Into him as the shooter.
I mean, shit.
But it's going to be cool, man, because we definitely gonna have a brand new champion. You know
Businesses are the backbone of our communities. And
franchise, either way, today a franchise is gonna have its very first
business specialists across the nation. We're on your corner,
and
which is crazy because The
Because when
Thunder
businesses
didn't win
prosper,
with Harden,
communities thrive.
KD.
What would you like the power to do?
And
Bank of
what's the
America.
nigga name? And
Contact one of our local business specialists at
time out.
bankofamerica.com/local business.
Westbrook. The nigga KD is officially in Houston, and the shit was announced.
We have to learn the lessons.
In fucking Fanatics Fest, bro.
And we have one game for everything we've worked for. And so do
That's
they.
crazy.
And,
Bro, he was doing the
second row, Michael.
The little podcast there and shit.
Toronto. You've been under pressure this whole series.
I mean, listen, I love KD. He's always been like one of my favorite players.
I guess they've had. Did they do anything different?
This is what his 17th, 18th.
Any explanation?
Yeah, I don't even know. They just turned this over a bunch. They
he didn't go to New York, bro.
All right,
they didn't pressure full court like they have been.
He goes to the Rockets,
which led to more turnovers.
Right,
I didn't expect that, but
does it really move like the needle?
And if we want to win on Sunday, we got to take care of the ball. More of the story.
I'm not sure.
Yes, I think he does, bro.
You think he moves?
I think he do.
You think that he?
Yes, it's fucking KD, bro. Bro, KD is averaging what, like 24?
My name is Oscar Zavaleta.
Nah, I think this year he averaged
36.
Like
Montesquieu. I just knew.
I think he averaged like 26, 6, and like 4.
Without Bank of America, the growth of the company would have been.
I mean, 36 years
the way I
old.
look at it is Bank of America is one of my partners.
Unlock new
He's
possibilities
36
for your
years
business
old.
and
Let's not
community.
stop.
What would you like the power to
Like
do?
we're not talking
Bank of
about
America.
KD, my nigga.
Contact
Stop
one of our
doing
local
that, bro.
business
You do
specialists
that
at
a lot, bro. You do that a lot, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it.
What team besides
Coach,
of course
yesterday
like
you talk about your love
besides
pressure,
of course like
and
the
this team has
Warriors,
brought out
but what
comeback
team
performances
has
and thought leaders
KD
on
gone
course.
to and
How
they
do you
have
describe the team's
improved?
effort in execution
I'll wait.
of this season so far in those difficult circumstances?
I'll wait. Nobody. He went to the Nets. Garbage. You know what I'm saying? He went to the Phoenix Suns with Devin Booker, with DeAndre Ayton, Bradley Beal. Did he make them better? No. Nah, bro. I'm not gassed. Not at all. But this game is going to come down to the wire. I'll tell you that.
My bad.
Nah,
My bad. What I was saying was it's not about going mamba, bro. It's not about putting the team on your back. It's about getting with a bunch of niggas and
what team has he improved though? Like when
he
went to the Nets, like when he went to the Nets, he had James Harden, he had Kyrie. I mean, they were supposed to blow dudes out of water. Pause. You know what I'm saying? It did nothing.
He doesn't
went
need
to the Suns. He fucking went to the Suns with Devin Booker, with DeAndre Ayton, with Bradley Beal. Nothing.
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because KD is a piece. He's not Kobe. He's not Jordan. He's not LeBron. He's when you hot. Yo, if you niggas is hot and you could get me to the championship and we could probably end it in game 6. Get me hot in game 6 in the championship and we good. Get me to the conference. I'm going to get you there. If you niggas is good enough, if you give me 2 or 3, maybe 4 niggas that's good enough, and we can't even say that because he went to Phoenix and we all thought that was going to be crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's why you got to move around in this league. This isn't back in the days where you stood with Allen Iverson and Jordan.
He gets
find
paid
that championship, bro.
He gets paid $52 million a year. He ain't no damn piece. He's the guy. He the guy.
All right.
You know
So
what I'm
you
saying?
remember
And
you remember in
don't
Paid
play
in
like the
Full?
guy.
You remember when
Uh-huh.
the nigga in Paid in Full? Remember the nigga in Paid in Full where the nigga was like, Mitch went and said, "You got robbed." Man, don't come back here until you go find that man, B. Don't come back here until you find that man. You really think that nigga's gonna retire and they gonna be like, oh, you did this and you did that, and you just kept losing? No, he's gonna go find the ring. And while he's going to find the ring, he's getting a bag doing it. So when he retires, not only is his stats gonna reflect that he was one of the greats, he got a ring twice.
All right. I mean, that's because he was on a super duper team.
So was Jordan.
No. He wasn't. Jordan was never on no damn super team.
Come on, bro.
Like
he
with,
was in the
Dennis
super
Rodman?
team in his era, bro. In his era with those
Right.
white boys, he was.
I guess. Yeah, with Will, Purdue, and Luke Longley.
LeBron didn't have nobody. LeBron had Cleveland. Like LeBron had Love, Kevin Love, and J.R. Smith. By the way, that cost him one of the games. And went and drunk a bottle of Henny right after. Like, we'll get him next time, bro. You got him, bro. You got him, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, bro. We always want to pick and choose who's what. KD don't give a fuck. He knows what era it is. He's not trying to go break his back to go tear his Achilles or whatever the fuck. He go break a bone for these niggas that are lazy. Show me a nigga that want it, and I'll help him be great. I don't want it. I don't want to be great. Because me being great means I have to carry you niggas. Nah, I'm here to get a bag and get it with you niggas. Other than that, I'm going to the next block. That's how it was. I wasn't getting money on 170. I went to Boston.
Right.
Road to fuck with them niggas.
I mean, hey man, I just don't think it moves like the needle. I don't think that they're not gonna compete with the Thunder.
KD doesn't move the needle.
I don't think. I mean, I don't know.
KD in a red and white jersey.
That's why I didn't want him to be on the Knicks. I was like, I hope the Knicks don't do no stupid shit and fucking trade for Kevin Durant.
But now we need Giannis. So now y'all need Giannis. Giannis is going to the Knicks.
I seriously don't think that the Knicks need to do anything drastic, bro. Run it back with Brunson and Towns, you know what I'm saying, and Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges, you know what I'm saying? You know, like if you want, just pick up a nice like a 6-man player who can also be a starter, like at times.
Yeah. Pause, my nigga. I'm sorry. I have to, my nigga. I gotta acknowledge the you know what I mean, the lady at our house. Hi, babe. How you doing? Yo, we had a fucking time of the motherfucking. We had a time yesterday.
I'm not happy, bro.
You know what I mean?
I'm not happy that Cody and Yeet are gonna go against each other. I have a problem with that. I have a problem.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We gotta go to Fanatics Fest next year.
Let me know so I can be on with a bottle. Let me know.
I got you. My bad, bro. I had to acknowledge. I'm sorry. I couldn't.
Right now, I gotta feed my man. I'll be back.
All right.
All right. Bye.
I love her, bro. I love her.
I love you.
Love you too, man. Giannis going to the air. Giannis. What we talk about?
Yeah, I mean, I really hope. I mean, as a Knicks fan, I hope they don't do nothing stupid, bro.
You already did. You already did. You fired the coach.
I mean, yeah, that's gonna be crazy, but I mean, Me, of course, I would have gave Tibbs another year, but I get it at the same time. Players were complaining, so okay, like I get it. But it's just like I said up in the other show, like now it puts the added pressure on whoever is the new coach that they gotta be better like than Tibbs. You know what I'm saying? But
Fuck another
the Knicks don't need
year.
a lot. They don't
That's like, yo,
need a
that's like
lot.
saying,
They don't need a lot.
that's like saying I work at the Waffle House, right? And I'm gonna fire
Right.
my head cook. And I don't have nobody on the motherfucking
Yeah,
on the line. It's midnight on a Friday night.
I
You're
was
wilding.
I was under the impression, right? Because the way how it went down, like the Knicks lost when like on a Monday and Tibbs got fired like on a Wednesday. So I'm like, okay, so this had to be done like months ago. And they was just waiting for the season to be over to just get it done. So I thought in turn that they already knew who they was gonna hire. But now it's coming out that they asking fucking coaches who already
So
have a job.
let me explain
it's
what
messy.
happened.
It looks so messy, bro.
Let me explain what happened. Talent, and this is for everything worldwide. This is for the real work, like everything, bro. Talent doesn't exist in 2025. Your social media followers and your blue check and your following and your likability, that's what is actually mattering. Like when somebody makes a statement now, it's not like, yo, the album's gonna drop, blah, blah. It's about the nigga sucking his cousin's dick or some shit. That's what's actually gonna get us to click the thing. So I feel like the Knicks did a dramatic move so they could be like, yo, we had a great season. Come look at us because we don't know what the fuck we're gonna do next year. So at least talk about us, purchase our game because you gained a lot of fans. You want everybody looking at you. Yo, look at this. Look at you know what I mean? It's just a look at me right now because that's what matters right now because tomorrow isn't promised. We're all about a clickbait. So you firing your coach as a professional billion-dollar fucking organization, not knowing any of your next moves, not your A through Z fucking move, it only tells me that one, either your GM, your head don't know what the fuck they doing. Two, you don't know what the fuck you doing. Or three, it's just like you just know you ain't gonna do shit next year, so you might as well just make as much noise as you can right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just messy, man, and I really hope they get somebody quick, just so we can just stop talking about it. Just get it the fuck over with. You know what I'm saying?
Who's left?
I don't know, man. And now,
Brunson's
they
dad.
talking.
I said that. Brunson's
They
dad.
fucking talking to Mike Brown. They talking to Taylor Jenkins. I mean,
Mike Brown ain't that bad. I think Mike Brown is decent. I mean, because in the situation y'all in right now, I mean, y'all have no choice. Anybody, you
guys. We talking to guys who got fired like already. You know what I'm saying? It's like a oxymoron.
But you
like,
familiar?
okay.
How is it an oxymoron? You familiar with it? It's the most familiar with it. You know the walls pause in the building. You know what I mean? So it's not like you don't know where the locker room is at. It's not like you don't know the protocol and the code to get into where you need to go. You good. You comfortable. You know what I mean? That's what we need right now because we need these guys to get comfortable. We need a Towns and a Jalen Brunson to be like, all right, we need more of them to gel. We need a bench. I keep saying we. Y'all need a bench. Zesty. I'm sorry.
I love Towns, man. I don't want them to trade him. I mean, hey, if we gotta trade him for Giannis, that's probably the only person I'll trade him for. You know what I'm saying? But
hey, bro,
I like Towns, man.
All right, you like Towns?
Towns?
Give me your best Towns impression.
Oh my god.
Give me your best Towns impression.
Oh shit. Oh
Yo.
shit, man.
Yeah, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it, bro. I can't, bro. If y'all niggas is in the comments on Twitch or YouTube or Facebook, do your best Town impression, bro. Like, it's hilarious, bro. It's hilarious. Yeah, I'm not. I can't.
Love
You got the
Towns.
nigga's shirt.
I love his game. I love his game, man. His game is dope, man. I hope they don't, I hope they just let's run it back. Let's run it back. And if next year, you know what I'm saying, it just falls apart, then you know what I mean? But this is his first year there. His first time playing like with fucking Jalen Brunson and like the rest of the guys. Just run it back, bro. I don't see the problem in running it back. Run the fucking shit back.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel it, but I seen bro. So you still telling me you don't understand why Tibbs got fired?
Oh no, I understand why he got fired.
Okay.
I understand he got fired. He is a old school type of player and person, and he has trust with people. You know what I'm saying? So
except for his bench, but go ahead.
Exactly. If he doesn't have any faith or trust in you to either score or to make a big play like on the defensive end, he ain't gonna fuck with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
well, I say that because it wasn't. I feel like it was a big part of Tibbs and Towns. Like, I feel like those were the key players of, you know what I mean? Because Hart was going off. Of course, Brunson, you already know what he do.
Because as I remember when Tibbs got fired with the Timberwolves, it was Towns that had a riff with fucking Thibodeau. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. So it kind of fucking messed me up as to say, why would Tibbs trade for Towns if they already have prior issues? You know what I'm saying? But I guess you gotta do what you gotta do when you get a player of like that fucking quality as Towns, you know?
Exactly, because in that game, it's not the streets, Kyle. It's not the streets. I can get along with a nigga I do not like because my job depends on a championship. Look, bro, I ain't gotta like you. You win this ring, you get the endorsements, you get everything. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. Just get me this goddamn ring so I can get this moving going. Here's the thing with that, what you just said. You said that homeboy got, you know what I mean? It could be possible that they just wasn't getting along. If you do not like your coach and you want to get rid of the nigga, you at least gotta be good, nigga, and get it done. Not saying that Towns isn't good, but you gotta get it done. That nigga looked sluggish. He was slow. He kept doing a lot of stupid fouls. Come on.
Oh no, that is, you are 100% right there. The stupid ass fouls. I mean, he's got to just play smarter. That's one. But we could talk about Towns, this and that. But there were some games where he was virtually unguardable. Like the other team had no answer. You know what I'm saying?
So you're telling me he's a piece. Oh, so if you're a Nick with Jay Storm, you just have to be a piece. But if you're KD, you gotta put the team on your back.
It's not that. I think that he needs to figure out how to play with Brunson a little smoother. You know what I'm saying?
No, niggas gotta stop with the 3 and get fucking aggressive, bro. That's what they gotta do, bro.
I'm with you, but it's like I feel that teams already know fourth quarter that Brunson's gonna have the ball. You know what I'm saying? And as you saw with the Pacers, like the Pacers knew that up in Game 6. So what did the Pacers do? They was on fucking Jalen Brunson from 90 feet. As soon as he got the ball, there was double team on him. Double team. Somebody else has to take charge and be like, yo, give me the rock. Give me the rock. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Brunson is the ball because Hart was doing his thing, bro. Like you had the holy trinity with Brunson, Hart, and Towns. Here, like Towns is not aggressive enough for his size. Like he can get there, but with certain teams, that means for me, that means you really not like that. Because if you can only do that with certain teams and you get sluggish when it matters, that means you know what I mean. If you could get it to where you could get Brunson open, and if he's not, you could get aggressive in the paint, then you're doing something. Because everybody wants to just do the threes, bro. It's ridiculous. Nobody's working on the tools.
And mind you, we are talking about Towns and this and that, but he still made an All NBA 13, and we talking about him like if he could improve. And just imagine if he did improve a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as you can see, I watched every single Knick game, and there was times where he was just lost on fucking offense. Like he didn't even try. You know what I'm saying? And he fell in love with the 3. Yes, supposedly he's the greatest shooting big man of all time. Whatever. I don't even give a fuck about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I feel that he's gotta really like fucking play smarter. You know what I mean? And just step it up, because this is gonna be a very important year.
Nah, I think I agree with that. I think if they gel just a little bit more, where they could read each other and maybe help each other a little bit more, for sure. The Knicks' future is going to be playoff season every year, but is it just going to be whether the Knicks is going to get knocked out the first or the second series? So where are we gonna?
Because teams are starting to step it up, like the Pistons are gonna be even better next year. You got like the Magic, who's just stepped it up now. I mean, the Sixers are gonna be like in the mix, because we ain't talking about the Sixers. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna have like a better team for sure next year.
Here's what's funny about that. You can't really bank on that, right? Because we all,
of course,
all thought that certain
but
teams,
but like on paper, you know what I'm saying? Like on paper, there's teams that are stacked. You know what I'm saying? Of course, like the season has to, play, and dudes, unfortunately they get hurt or like whatever. You know what I'm saying? But next year is an important year for the Knicks. I mean, they gotta like make it.
They gotta get past that second series, bro. They gotta get to the finals, bro. And them not having a coach is not really looking like they even gonna get to the playoffs for real.
So, you know.
So what are they on? They're like on survival mode. Like, are they just still on vacation? Are they back like practicing? Do they?
Nah, they all on vacation right now, and I guess whenever they hire the new coach, I'm sure the coach will send out a blast.
That's their problem. That was their problem.
You know?
Kobe won. Listen, bro, I remember a nigga, he told me some shit that, it got my chest big one time, bro. The nigga said, I noticed every performance you have ever done, you have left right after your performance. You don't chill. You don't politic with niggas. You don't do nothing. That's some real Tom Brady shit. You just get the job done and you go home. While niggas is popping bottles at the championship, you packing your bag and telling niggas, all right, guys, I'll see you back tomorrow at the gym. Niggas used to get fired for not coming to work out. You think because you won a championship, the shit stops, bro? No, niggas need to hop right, especially the Knicks, bro. You was this close, bro. You need to hop back on and get on that train right there. But we'll see, man. We'll see in a couple months when basketball season come back around, man.
Yep.
It's always exciting when around Christmas time it gets exciting for me with basketball.
Yeah, but I'm definitely excited, like for the football season, like to come back around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm excited to see how the Giants do. I'm excited how the Jets are going to do. I was kind of looking at like the schedules with the Giants. The Giants have a tough schedule. They play a lot of big dogs early.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do good. I think Wilson got this, man. I think Malik Neighbors and Wilson is going tag team a lot of shit because that's all he wanted. He just wanted some targets. So I know we're gonna be good.
And like I looked at the Jets schedule, and the Jets schedule is really light. Like I was trying to calculate like the games, and I could see Jets going 8-8.
It's doing a lot, bro.
And I saw the Giants
with the rookie. With the rookie,
I saw Giants going 4-12.
Wow, I can see that.
And like when you have a chance, and like when you have a chance, just go and look at the schedule, and then like the next time that we talk, then you give me like
hold on.
Look at your record.
Oh, look at it right now. Giants schedule 2025.
I think the Giants have the toughest schedule of them all. Like from Jump Street, the Giants have to play the Eagles twice. So that's 2 L's right there.
Damn, nigga, come on, bro. Not even like no faith, nothing. Wow. But you a fucking Knicks fan. That's crazy, bro.
No, listen, I fucks with the Giants, and like I want the Giants to do well. I do, but let's be real. I want the Giants to do well, and I want the Jets to do well too. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Let's run down like the schedule here.
All right, if I'm looking at this right, how do I look at it? Hold on, let me.
2025 schedule.
It's giving me tickets everywhere. Why?
Okay, look. You got the first game.
Okay, Bills.
First game, you got Giants and the Commanders.
Oh, I'm looking at something else.
All right,
oh,
so
okay.
that's
yeah.
So fuck it, that's an L. All right, so you got Giants and the Cowboys. I pick the Giants up in that game. You got the Chiefs and the Giants. I got the Chiefs there. You got you got the Chargers and the Giants. That's a push. That's
We got that. We got that. You forgot that we got Wilson, so we got that.
right. Like I'm giving Wilson a little bit extra, just cause.
Yeah.
You got Giants and Saints. I could see the Giants
Winning by
out.
3.
Yeah, like some shit like that. Then you got the Eagles and the Giants.
Nah, nigga, you gonna get the Giants at least one, bro.
All right. Let's say we give them one. Okay. Then you got the Giants and the Broncos. And then you got the Giants and the Eagles again.
I mean, you got to think about that game, bro. Wilson and the Broncos. You don't think he's gonna try and show out?
You know what? Okay, I kind of all right. Let's say, all right, and then you have the Niners, Giants. Like the Niners are gonna be a better team this year, for sure.
Yeah, a better team in progress.
Right. Giants and Bears. The Bears.
You got the Bears over the Giant, nigga. Are you going off last year? You going off?
No. I pick. I'll give the Giants that one.
Yeah, you going off of Madden stats. You going off of Daniel Jones stats, bro.
Packers and Giants. I gotta go with the Packers on that one.
This nigga's wildin', bro.
Lions and Giants.
You forgot about the draft pick or something, bro?
Giants and
Patriots. You forgot what we got, bro?
Bro, like, if the Giants are lucky, they probably have 6 wins. Maybe.
This nigga says 6 wins.
6 wins. And then I'll give you the Russell Wilson, like the factor. So maybe 8-8. Maybe.
I could go with 8-8. I'll be good. I'll be happy with an 8-8 record.
But on paper, as it looks right now, if we're guessing, maybe 8-8. Maybe. It depends which what Russell Wilson are we getting. You know?
I think since this is probably his wind down, and he knows that he just came off of what he came off with the Steelers, which was a good start. Knowing that this is a team that needs help, and it's a 1-year deal, he's gonna want to fish for the bag, bro. And if you just look,
I think that the head coach from the Giants is gonna have a short leash on him too. If he's gonna stink it up for even a game or two, I think the coach is not gonna have a problem with putting in a fucking Jameis Winston in there. You feel me? So that's kind of of the luxury, of what the Giants have right now.
I keep it real with you, bro.
Because I fucks with Jameis. I fucks with Jameis.
Yeah. I keep it real with you. I think that the coach is on a short leash. I think he's on his way out.
This is his final year.
Yeah, for sure.
Actually, I thought last year was gonna be his last year.
Mm-hmm.
So
me too. And the crazy shit is he was unbelievable with the Bills, bro. He was crazy with the Bills, bro.
It's hard to coach like these teams up in New York, bro. It's hard, bro. It's hard to. It takes a special dude, like, you know what I mean? It's just not easy, especially in football, bro. You know? But yo, let's talk about your man, Shedeur Sanders. First off, let me say this. I'm really rooting for Shedeur Sanders. I am. I think he's very talented. I think you know, he's gonna be a really good quality, like fucking quarterback up in his team, but he's just not very smart. Unfortunately, you know that you on a short leash on your team. You know this. They drafted you fifth, sixth round, or whatever the case may be. So you know you have to walk a fine line, and to be a special type of citizen type of shit. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck are you doing? Getting caught twice in less than a month, speeding and getting caught. Come on, bro. Come on. Bro.
I mean, imagine he could flip it and be like, "Oh, I was just trying to get to the
They gonna
practice."
cut him. They gonna cut him.
Nah,
They're gonna cut him. I'm
no.
telling you.
Let me tell you, like we said earlier in the show, it's all about the clickbaits. Shador Sanders is whatever Cleveland got going on right now. No, what else Cleveland got going on other than Shador? I mean, you can say it, but really, what are we? What is everybody anticipating for Cleveland? What is the highest selling jersey in NFL?
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be Shador Sanders without question, But what I'm trying to get at, and I'm pretty sure like the upper management is gonna get at, is like, bro, this is just light shit. But if you continue in this path, God forbid you get into an accident, you accidentally fucking kill somebody, you accidentally, you know what I'm saying? This could turn into something even bigger. I hope it doesn't. I'm not wishing that on like the young man. But I'm just saying, bro, you know,
did they say how fast he was going?
Like over 100 miles an hour.
Oh, you got
bro,
some time, yeah.
Come on, man. I'm rooting for you, and a lot of people are too. You know what I'm saying? But there's certain things you just can't be doing, man, and that's one of them.
Yeah, like you said, he's already being watched. You are Sanders. Your dad pretty much fucked a lot of these CEOs' wives, and you got a lot of shit to go through just to get on, and you know you're a moneymaker in the making. You know what I mean? So they're gonna put you through shit before you start making that money. You already took a couple $1 million hit. You know what I mean? Just fucking with these niggas for them to show you something. So yeah, you're gonna be put through the ringer. But I mean, the nigga came in with money. He doesn't need the NFL for real. The NFL needs him.
You know what? All right, yeah, all right. You know, all right.
Like, you know what I mean? So he's a fucking Sanders, bro. He could do, like, he could go back to doing whatever the fuck he was doing before. I'm sure he got a whole bunch of real estates, and that chain looked pretty big, bro. Pause.
Yeah, but the thing is that we want to see him. We want to see him shine, man. And if he keeps doing this, like, teams ain't gonna give him a chance. You know what I'm saying?
The nigga will go into modeling or some shit, bro. He'll be fine.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck if he fucking models, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I want to see him throw a fucking football, bro. I want to see him score a touchdown.
You fuck around. Listen to this, bro. What the NFL league don't want to do is fuck with prime time. All right, because when we hold shit close and dear to our heart, all right, we won't come together when all of this shit is happening through the riots and all of this shit, right? That shit won't happen. Yeah. Let you fuck with one of our favorite celebrities that even the white people love. This nigga won the Cowboys a fucking championship. He's Deion fucking Sanders. He did what he want. Let you fuck with his kid. You cut him. And let the Steelers or somebody not work with him. Like, the Steelers should pick up him. He wouldn't last long being cut. But let him not be picked up by a team. Deion will take his kid, put him back in college, then start his own league with nothing but the college kids coming out, so nobody will even want to get drafted to the fucking NFL no more, just because of this move. This is something that they don't want to do. Fucking with Shador, you had the fucking president of the United States call you out on your bullshit. Don't fuck. You could talk all you want and threaten that you want to fuck with Shador, but Shador knows he's lightweight untouchable. It's not that he's untouchable, because nobody's really untouchable. But at the end of the day, both sides got to tread lightly. Like, you can't just be a shot caller bad boy, nigga, because you seen what happened to Diddy when he thought he was the man. After a while, they will get you on some shit that will stick. And, you know what I mean? Speeding ticket, he went 150. You know what? He's going to sit down this whole year. We'll forget it by the time the season starts. Whatever.
No, I mean, me as a fan, I mean, don't really care like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just speaking as if I was an executive or I was in management up in the team.
PR.
Like, bro, what are we doing, bro? Like, this is in no way it's a good look. In no way. You know what I'm saying?
This is what happens, right? He wins a preseason game. That's all you have to do. Show out on the preseason game. We'll forget all about it. We'll forgive you. It's okay. That's all you need to do. Once you do that, none of this fucking matters, bro. Ball out on the preseason game.
And on the flip side, his brother in Tampa, I mean, he's been chill, he's been quiet, he's been working out, he's working out with his fellow teammates. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm sure that fucking Shador knows right from wrong. I know his father has trained him since he was a little boy on how to be. You know what I'm saying? He instilled like those family type of values. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't understand why he will put himself in that position like that. You know?
Pause. But speaking of being put in that position, like I said, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be totally fine. Antonio Brown say he leaving the country and fuck them kids, bro. He out of here, bro.
I know he wild. He wild.
He put himself in this position, bro.
At first I thought that, you know, he just be doing shit just for the clout. You know what I'm saying? But nah, he really 730, bro, for sure.
But yo, you know what? We come from New York, right? So a lot of the times, the niggas that are on the court, they rowdy, bro. They get busy for the game. Like, niggas want to fight when they losing. There's some niggas that you don't want to get on the court with if you don't know how to fight, because sometimes you might have to fight this nigga because he's playing hard, bro.
Yeah.
You can't be a baller in certain neighborhoods and go travel. Like, you can't be from the Bronx and think you're gonna play in the Rucker and be soft. Some of these niggas like Ja, they real YNs that got a deal, bro. You know what I mean? Like, we forget, like, these are real people. And being an athlete, just because you're an athlete, that doesn't mean that you're a goody two shoes. I do right. No, when you an athlete, you know what I mean? You a pimp, you a extorter, you a gangster. Like, yo, you do some shit when you an athlete for real, because you have to do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And some niggas be trying to play you. You know what I mean? Sometimes you might, like, I remember one time my brother had to beat a nigga ass because they were doing the home run derby. They were doing, all right, who hits the most home runs? I bet you this. And Luch was spanking the nigga. And when it was time to pay up, the nigga didn't want to pay up, and my brother beat the nigga the fuck down. Don't, you know what I mean? You can't play with certain niggas. And then certain niggas like Ja don't know how to adapt to the corporate world. So it's, you know what I mean? But what the corporate world don't know is that we like that dirty boxing. We don't always like jab shit. You know what I mean? We like to see a little, uppercut rubbing the face and a little cheap shot and shit. You know what I mean? We like that shit, bro. So you get the best of both worlds, and it sucks because when we enjoy something, they get punished for it. You know what I mean? But we want to see YNs in basketball. That's what makes it entertaining. That's why basketball sucks now, because it's so militant. It's not good no more, bro. That's why when John Morant does his shit against the machine, we rage with him. Because he's a real YN. We could relate to that.
Wow. Yo, what's up with your man Jim Jones saying he better than Nas?
Oh my god.
All right, so in a way, I get what he's talking about, right? Because you got to understand that era of people that respect and like Nas is dying. The people that respect real lyricists, they're out the game. Their opinion don't matter because they don't even have an opinion, because the 1900s was so far away from these niggas, bro. There's more of them than they are of us now, huh? We're going to a dying breed, bro. Illmatic will not be mentioned in the next 10 years.
Greatest rap album of all time, bro.
The greatest. All right, Martin. And there was a bunch of black people that did a lot of other shit that really mattered. You know what I mean? And they will never be mentioned. You know what I mean? It just dies with history, bro. We will remember Jim Jones for a bunch of sucker shit before we remember Nas for his greatest shit. So Jim Jones have made more click, because Jim Jones was in the era before the internet, and he was able to surf through the internet, pun intended. You know what I mean? He was able to, slide through that, and where Nas was like, you know what, God? I did what I had to do when it really mattered. These niggas ain't playing fair. You got that, bro. It don't matter, bro. It doesn't matter to these niggas. He say what he want to say, like I said, for the clickbait, because that's what gets the people's attention.
Bro, like Nas has like 6 platinum albums.
Let me tell you, keep going.
Where people actually went to the store and brought those albums. Not no streams, not no, and like, even if you look at the numbers of streams, Nas has more streams than him anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I get that Jim Jones might be a little bit more relevant right now with this type of generation, but that's because Jim Jones never really stopped making music and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Nas, he occasionally will come out with something and this and that, but he don't have to, because he's already caked up like that.
This is crazy, bro. Jim Jones has 1 platinum album. Nas has 8.
So that right there, you have zero argument. You got zero argument there. Zero.
The internet, you know what? I think Jim Jones got caught up, because you remember how niggas back in the days they could lie, and sometimes because either you was scared or
we could fact check shit.
We could fact check this shit now, bro.
We could fact check it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so Nas has 4 platinum singles.
I know Jones has to have 1 with Ballin'.
That's all he has.
But technically, if we want to be technical, right? That's not even his song. That's Max B's song.
Yeah.
if you want to be technical, Max
bro,
B joint and his style, that's Max B. That's all Max B right there.
bro.
He's living off of Max B style. And,
I
and mind you, hold up. And mind you, I love Jim Jones too. You know what I'm saying? I love Jim Jones, but in this, like the argument, I just don't see what you're talking about. I don't see how we
I
winning.
do see what he's talking about though. That's
You
the
know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
I do see exactly what he's talking. He's more influenced in the newer generation than
Okay, yeah, I could see it in the way of fashion. I could see it in where he stays a little bit more on the active like level. He's always on fucking social media. He's always on podcasts. You know, yes, I get it. He's more visual to this type of fucking generation. You know what I'm saying? And Nas is not. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that you're better than Nas. You know what I'm
all right.
saying?
And then you want to know another thing about Nas. So Nas has always been the sleeping beast of every era, right? Because you had the flashy rappers and shit. And if back in the days, the real, when it mattered, it mattered. But a lot of the time, Nas would rap and niggas would be like, he nice, but I ain't really trying to think right now. I'm not really trying
Right.
to, you know what
I
I mean?
mean,
I'm not really trying to break down no shit right now. So I'm good. You know what I mean? And his beats ain't really hitting the way they, they hitting. So he's always been that rapper. Always been that nigga. Like Nas has his category of people that are diehard Nas, and then the rest either respect for what he does or just don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Like, but you got niggas like that with J. Cole. You got you know what I mean? So LeBron Jordan, bro. LeBron Jordan. But this is
I
more like a D Rose Stackhouse, some shit. I don't know. Like fucking yeah. I don't know what this is like, bro.
I
This is
mean, like if you really sit down and think about it, and you you say which rapper is as perfect as we could say, you know, there's really not one. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not one person who's dope in every type of category, which is first is like his lyrics.
okay.
Then you have his albums.
Okay.
Then you have his show, like fucking presence.
Okay.
And you have his influence.
Okay.
And then I would say five. You would say I'll guess you put five as like an overall
Snoop
of
Dogg.
everything else.
I
No,
already knew who I wanted to say before you was even saying it. Snoop Dogg is the best rapper and all around. He's accepted by white people. He's accepted by gangbangers. His albums from his first album all the way to even the one that's trash. We're not talking about his trash album like we are like Eminem's and Lil Wayne's. Snoop Dogg gets a pass where it's like, you know what? It's Snoop. He got Dre beats. The nigga still fucking with Timberland. He does everything for everybody. You're gonna
all right.
like something from Snoop Dogg because
So,
it's Snoop.
oh no, I'm with you there. Snoop is the greatest rapper of all time.
All time.
He's there's not even a debate. You know what I'm saying? But now after you say that, now we have to do a ranking of
Okay.
Snoop, right? Because to you, who's the best, like the lyricist of all time,
Best lyricist has to go between Biggie and Pun.
right? So let's say Biggie and Pun are 10. right? Where is Snoop on that scale?
It's not about being number
No,
one.
no, 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 no,
He's
no,
top
no,
5.
no, 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 no. If Biggie and Pun are on the 10 like level,
Okay.
as far as lyricists, as 10 being the best of the best, where is Snoop from that 1 to 10?
He's got to be at least top 7. Let's say 7.
Okay.
He's somewhere in the top. If you don't want to give him 7, he's number 10. If he's not 10, you're bugging.
No, no, I'm saying in in the scale of 1 to 10, 1 being whack, you know what I'm saying, and 10 being the top best, where in that scale does Snoop Dogg fit as far as lyrics is
Let me
concerned?
say, for me, if you say in lyrics, you got Pun, you got Biggie, you got M, you got Big L, you got Luda,
X,
Jay-Z over X. So
Kiss,
yes,
Scarface,
Styles. Wow.
you know,
He might drop out the
Ice Cube,
drop out the 10.
I mean Black Thought.
Okay, so wait, hold on. So
I'm talking about lyrics, like the wordplay, like shit that was like, damn, hold up, I gotta fucking rewind that back.
okay,
I've done that a bunch of times with fucking Jay-Z. That like, oh, hold up. Let me put that back to see exactly what he said. I've done that with Nas. I've definitely done that with Pun. I've done that with
I mean,
Biggie.
you've done it with Snoop too, but his longevity, his
of course. Listen, I'm not. Snoop is the greatest rapper of all times.
all right, but you
overall.
all right. So all right. So overall, if we're talking overall, you can't be 99 on everything. You just can't. It's not. It's not 2K.
And this is what I'm saying. You know, if we talking about those 5 points of what it takes to be a MC in the GOAT fucking conversation, you know what I'm saying? You know, Snoop is not even in the middle there of lyricists. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's just, and I love Snoop. I love him. You know what I'm saying? But is he really a lyrical, like a magician like that? No. Is he famous? Can somebody up in Puerto Rico or DR, if they see him in the beach there, they'll be like, "Oh shit, that's fucking Snoop Dogg." Of course, of course, of course. Now, would the same person, if they see like a, you know, like a big girl on the beach, and you know, probably not.
So this is how I peep it. I feel
You know?
like because as a lyricist, this is how I'm seeing it. You can have a nigga that's super duper dope. You can have your niggas that you know that's super duper dope. Nobody could fuck with these niggas on the block. Every time niggas come through and they doing the ciphers, they knocking every nigga out. But if this one nigga come around,
is he on the same level as a Coochie Rap?
No, but he's one of the niggas that when he come in the cipher, every time he come in the cipher, it's good enough to hang. It's good. It's
absolutely.
just good. It's just
absolutely.
And you don't need to be fire all the time because let's be real. Do you really like the most? Like I'm talking about. Do you like lyrical all the time?
No. I don't want to be thinking the whole day.
So I think
You know?
Snoop knows the levels. You know what I mean? Because there's levels and there's energy and frequency in music to where it's like, you know, how can you switch to gin and juice to Murder Is the Case,
Right.
and still keep that.
Now he is a 99 on everything else. I would pay to go see a Snoop show.
Every time.
I
More than
would
that.
fucking buy like whatever he's on. Like I brought his fucking Santa Claus fucking Elf on the Shelf. I just had to. Like,
Yeah.
it's Snoop Dogg. Like
Every smoker's
like, come
dream
on.
is to smoke with Snoop.
Absolutely. Now he's a 99 and everything else. But I'm just saying, on the lyricist part, I don't think he's even in that tier yet. But again, he doesn't have to be. You know, because we fucks with him regardless.
Yeah, he's like I was saying earlier. He's like the Deion Sanders of rap. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
Snoop can't do no wrong. We all know Snoop did some dirty shit and and some weird shit and all of that. And he did what he had to do. He done sold out a bunch of times in our face, and we get mad. You know what I mean?
Let's say somebody, I don't know. Let's say like LL Cool J, right? I mean, he's been going at it since '84. Right? 84, bro. Almost 40 years. He's been dope.
And his last album was fire, bro. His last album was really, really fucking good.
I mean, so he's got to be in that mix as well. Is he the most awesome type of lyricist? I wouldn't say yeah, but he's in there. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of songs and a lot of shit that I remember,
bro,
from him. That's like, oh, okay,
bro. I don't know if you heard that song with Eminem. I don't know if niggas Ghost wrote it. This is 4 decades later, bro.
4 decades later.
4 decades later. Yo, bro, nah, bro. Like niggas, do you understand what does it mean to be put on? At what? Like how old was he? Like 17, however he was put on.
When he did Crush Groove, which is that movie came out in 84, and he was like 14, 15 years old, and he was already hot.
Yeah, the nigga was the real Lil Wayne, like with no baby.
He was
already, you know what I mean? 4 decades.
So he checks off every box too. You know what I'm saying? Because if people was to see him, they know who he is. His shows, he does it by himself. He don't need no dancers. He don't need none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and his albums, I'm pretty sure he has multiple plaques.
Oh, gold, and it's okay. It's okay. He doesn't need to go platinum every time. It's okay to go and drop a fucking album for the last 40 years every year, damn near, and you go gold on some of them and platinum. You never went wood, pause. You never, brick.
Right.
You never fucked up.
They say a rapper like Pac, right? Like a lot of people say he wasn't lyrical like that, and I'm like, what? How can you say he wasn't lyrical with songs like "Keep Your Head Up" and "Come On" and shit like that? Yes, I do agree that his early stuff, the beats weren't up to par like that. You know what I'm saying? But if you really take your time and you listen to a lot of what Pac said, I mean, it's some of the realest shit that you ever gonna hear,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? But
I think we forget that Biggie and Pac was in their early 20s, bro.
Yeah,
23, 26 type shit. You know what I mean? Like, and their words are still giving me goosebumps still today, bro. It's crazy, bro. 23 years old. And
Yep.
Biggie hitting them with the hot and sicker than your average. Papa twist cabbage like think niggas don't think shit. Pink Gators, my Detroit players, my hooligans in Brooklyn. They right. If they head right, you there every night. I love that man, bro. I
Oh,
love
no.
that man, bro. He would have been 50 by the way right now. That's crazy.
I mean, and that when Biggie was out, bro, there was nobody hotter. There was nobody hotter than Biggie. Everything that he touched was just amazing. All those songs he did with Total and any track where he was on with somebody else, he outshined them. You know what I'm saying? That track with him and Jigga, you know, it was really close, and I would have loved to hear like a whole fucking like an album with
The
Jigga and Biggie.
commission. Oh
Oh
my
man,
god.
that would have been stuff of legend, and you know,
Could you imagine Biggie with a DMX track? Or can you imagine if Biggie and Pac were still alive, how many niggas wouldn't have made it? How
yo.
different everything would have been,
And
bro.
I could remember when DMX had came out.
Oh my
I
god.
mean, there was nobody hotter than DMX,
1997.
bro. He dropped two platinum albums in the same year.
Bro.
Two platinum albums in the same year.
In the 90s, where there was no internet, it was all
No
word of
internet.
mouth and radio. That was it, bro.
Like
That was it.
you had to personally like go out and buy a record. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, there was no mixtapes.
no.
There was no like there was no shit that you could have heard.
Yep.
There was just like, yo, this nigga's nice, bro. You gotta listen to this nigga, bro.
Yep.
And then if you remember, bro, when DMX first came out, he didn't show his face. I was scared of DMX in the beginning when he dropped that. Where my dogs at? We right here, dog. Where my dogs at? Bro, no, was it Get At Me? Get At Me, dog. When he dropped Get At Me, dog, I was scared of the nigga because his whole fucking album, his face was blurred, bro. X was a monster, bro. Yo, I don't know if you're about to grab something over there with DMX, but yo, bro, what's up with Fat Joe? And you look like the nigga right now, so you in tough shit right now in New York, bro.
Fat Joe. I mean, I don't know what to think of. I mean, his
you believe it?
Hype Man. You know, I'm not sure. I mean, we kind of have to look at it in two ways. You know what I'm saying? The guy who's making these claims, he's a disgruntled ex-employee who feel he didn't get paid like what he needed to get paid. So are we gonna really believe him that, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what a disgruntled employee does? Or is there truth to it? You know what I'm saying?
I believe
Like
it's a little bit of both.
like the way that I see it, he took this dude all around the world. Um, you know, he gave him a little shine in life that he probably would you know, he would have never gotten. You know what I'm saying? And then he goes around and tries to sue Joe and is telling like these stories that, you know, he got some 15-year-old girl a BBL and I mean, I don't know. This is just shit that I see, like these people talking about. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there's probably some truth, but then again, I feel when a person starts to be put in that type of like a position, they'll come up with like other shit to just make it look more worse than what the fuck it was.
Right.
So now what you have is you got to go to court, and now you got to present all this type of fucking evidence if there is that. Um,
Just
I did,
just a little in court, just a little slight evidence, just something to pass reasonable doubt.
but this is a civil suit, which in a civil suit you don't really have to prove
Oh
much.
yeah, of course.
But the only problem with that is that a lot of the evidence is on like the paperwork now. So now, more than likely, the feds are gonna pick this up now. Just like Diddy and Cassie, when Cassie filed like the civil suit like against Diddy, and Diddy was like, "Oh, chill," you know what I mean, and he settled like a day later. And guess what? The feds is like, "Nah, bro, you ain't gonna get away that easy. We're gonna pick this up, and then we're gonna charge you on the Fed case with RICO and racketeering and whatever, sex trafficking." So, you know, probably Fat Joe should have just paid him like whatever he was owed, and he didn't have to go through this mess, because now it's out in the public. Now, regardless if he's gonna be found now guilty or guilty, it's in the public. It's always gonna be in the public now. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna hurt him more. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what the outcome is gonna be, because I don't see this going into more deeper into court and shit like that. He's gonna settle like fucking with him, but then what's gonna happen next? You know?
Fat Joe has forever been corny. Always, he's forever been corny to me, bro. I don't know Fat Joe. It's not like I have a personal relationship with him. I've always been a fan of Cuban Link, anyways. So I've always had this kind of like Joey's nice, but Joey really ain't shit, bro. Like as a person, and you know, as we get older, bro, we kind of like tend to know characters.
Right.
And Joey's just, you could tell he's a shit talker. He likes to over exaggerate on shit like that. But let's not get it twisted. He's a piece of shit businessman. He is very fucking rich for being a crooked ass nigga, bro. How do I know this? Because he lied already about paying Big Pun's family their money. He never did that, bro. So you already under the scope of doing that. You lost that case. You lost that case. You never paid your so-called brother. You put that shit on your kids, on everything that you held it down in the name of Big Pun by giving his wife all his money and shit like that, and you didn't. You lived off the name off my nigga, bro. So you a piece of shit off of there. Now niggas always want to tend to run to rape and shit. I'm not gonna say that it's not true or is it true. What I'm gonna say is when the money is flowing and all of these niggas get drunk and high and there's bitches all around and these young bitches is coming around and these niggas is horny and they like, yo, how old are you? 16? Yo, you ain't gonna tell nobody because you know I could really, I'll buy you this and this and this and this and that. Yo, bro, it's disgusting.
I'm just saying, like, you know, you know what you signed up for. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's good or bad or whatever the case may be, you know what you signed up for. You know what I'm saying? And I'm guessing that there has to be some sort of code there. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, there's certain things you don't do. There's certain things that you don't say, especially if you're around certain folks. You know what I mean? But then when shit don't go like your way, then you want to do lawsuits and you want to bring this out. So I don't respect it like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, if fucking shit comes out and there's fucking evidence that fucking shit is truth, then the truth is the truth, and there's no type of fucking denying it. But I'm just saying, like the way like to go about it, I can't respect it. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna sue him, just fucking sue him because you feel that he owe you money.
Right.
That's something fucking different. But now, like what you trying to say is that
You
on
trying to
top,
tarnish the nigga's character and
yeah.
everything.
See, I don't
You
respect
trying
that.
to stop the nigga's money flow forever after this. Like
It's either one or the other.
you gotta destroy your enemy by all means, bro. Like
I get it, but I don't have to respect. You know what I'm saying?
Here's another thing, and I will tend to this because money will make people do the most shamefulest things in the world, bro. Sex and the temptation of sex will make niggas do some of the most shamefulest shit in the world. Niggas, you know what I mean? It's just shit that it's weird, bro. So I could just imagine the life that goes on in rap where you have people that are around the have nots that are dangling the steak and the potatoes around these niggas all the time, and they just want to be a part of that. So women are gonna degrade themselves for the payment, and it's cool at that time. It's cool, and as you get older, it fucks with you, and yeah, it does put you through trauma, and yeah, some of that, but you was cool with that. That's where it's the big you forget it. You was cool with it.
Exactly. You was cool with it. You knew what you signed up for. You was in that environment and you was cool with it, bro. But now when you have a situation and you feel that you
You're not benefiting from it no more.
exactly, so then now you're gonna come out and do extra. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect it. If it's about money, then just keep it about money and just show like your proof of that, of like your receipts. You know what I'm saying? Because like this whole world runs on fucking receipts. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
you know what I think that's happening right now. I think all of these billionaires are like, you know what? Let's desensitize these motherfuckers from these cases. Let's frame and put or let's put sacrifice some people that can be really tied to certain charges and shit like that. But after a while, right, you hear Diddy, Shannon Sharp, Vince McMahon, you're hearing about all these it's the same repetitive shit. After a while, you like, nigga, I don't even, you know what? That bitch is probably lying too. Who's the case? Now we know lawyer case. We know lawyers by first and last name basis because all of these fucking cases are happening. The only time we used to know lawyers' names back in the days is when we needed one.
yeah.
And these lawyer names that we know, none of us could afford these motherfuckers, bro.
I mean, it's facts. I mean, but it just goes to show you that in like the industry, or not, you know what? Fuck that. Just in general, if you got money, you feel that you also got the power. You know what I'm saying? And they both go hand in hand. So we all know that there's a whole different world that we don't see on an everyday basis. You know what I'm saying? That has to do with the rich and famous and the powerful. You know what I'm saying? And they do things on a different level. You know what I mean?
Yo, Hav,
You know?
niggas could name me the lawyers. They could name me a few lawyers off of OJ's lawyer team and Diddy's lawyer team but couldn't name me none of the disciples of God's disciples or Jesus' disciples.
Wow, you know
niggas could give you details of all of this shit that's going down with Cassie, but couldn't give you one scripture from the Bible, bro.
Yo, just imagine if fucking Jesus had the fucking social media. You know what I mean?
He probably wouldn't have no. His shit would be like 556, 666 followers. Niggas will make sure it's just right there.
If
That
Jesus,
popping, bro.
Jesus had an Instagram,
That nigga wouldn't be popping, bro.
Or TikTok. If
He
Jesus
too positive,
TikTok,
bro.
Come on, man.
The biggest follower he'll probably have on there is probably J. Cole, bro. That nigga he would not be if Jesus was a public figure, that nigga would be right now, that nigga would probably be like fucking Carl Winslow, nigga. Like that nigga's not popping, bro. That nigga's getting spins off of BT late night, nigga. Nobody watches that nigga, bro.
Yo, we talking right now. The score is 81-68 in the fourth quarter.
Yes, sir. It's not looking too good, man. It looked like I'm about to go and order this Lindor jersey again.
It's a low scoring game. Like for the Pacers to only have 68 points in the fourth.
And we know what they get into in the last 4 minutes of the game, man. Yo, what did you think about when they started doing the little hex looks and started rolling their eyes and doing the voodoo shit?
Nah, man, this is Shea is lining it up right now, Papi. Oof. Yo, man, like I want a 2X, right?
Got you. Got you, bro. I ain't even tripping, bro. I got the shit on deck. It'll be there next day.
Damn, bro.
You'll have your shit by Wednesday.
It's just I hate seeing like our celebrities that like we grew up with and group and go into shit like this, like fucking Diddy. I love Diddy. I always love Diddy. You know what I'm saying? But damn, it's fucked up. You know what I mean?
We're in the age of
R. Kelly. Love R. Kelly. Like, come on. R. Kelly is
he's a different one, bro. That nigga sad. He's like, jail is fucking jailing right now. Let me out.
But of course, I look at him up in a different like fucking level because I saw the proof. I saw, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't respect it. I can't support it. You know what I mean? Like,
you know why it's so funny? Because we in the age, my nigga, where you can't do nothing no more, bro.
Bro, there's cameras everywhere.
Yo, bro.
Everywhere you go is a camera.
I took a picture, and my wife, I think she's watching, but fuck it. I took a picture because she knows the story. I took a picture minutes before having a threesome with two bitches, right? Minutes before having a threesome with two bitches. Drunk as fuck. Drunk as fuck. I took the one bitch wig off, boom, threw it on my head. Took a couple pictures, drunk as fuck, with the wig on my head. Now you could tell I'm lit in the pictures because I'm, you know what I mean? This is before the duck lips, but
bro,
I did this
how
shit
you
in
gonna allow that?
though? I did it in 2012, bro. I did this shit in 2012, bro. This shit came back to haunt me in 2018, my nigga. You feel me? And this is shit that I did with two bitches that I was fucking. That it was all good at this time. It was good. But what happened was they seen that a nigga was on and was like, that nigga battle rap, I got a great picture for you. They prayed on my down. They kept the picture For all of the picture is still out there, bro. I'll put it up as soon as I find it, bro. I swear to God.
No way.
Yo, bro, I was called all type of.
Was that the battle like with the kid that used to wear all those fucking pretty vests?
Yeah, that.
This nigga wore a vest to every fucking battle. That was the most corny
Yo.
shit I ever seen in my
Yeah,
life.
bro. Like,
What the fuck was his
it was
name?
that one, and that was just something that was the only thing that they can do. When they can't.
Joker.
Yeah, when they can't. What is it?
If you want to talk about cornballs,
Hey, yo, bro, I'm not telling this nigga to say this. We've never had a talk about Joker. We've talked about the battle, but never.
I saw it. I saw it like with my fucking own eyes. This nigga used to wear a dressy vest to every fucking battle.
Bro,
like, bro,
this nigga, we've been popping. Yo, bro, we've been around for 10 years, bro. Since 2016, bro. 10, almost 9 years, bro. Not one time this nigga ever pulled up with a bitch, bro. 9 years. 9 years, nigga. You are a public figure in your city. You're one of the biggest public figures in your city. You have never pulled up with a bitch.
So why the vests? I would love to interview him.
He said that that's his thing. Like, he likes to separate himself from everybody else. Like, he thinks that that's some like Papa Chacon type shit.
Alright.
Like, he thinks like his 3-piece suits is like some Tom Ford, Jay-Z,
he got that shit from
Cam Newton
from JC Penney, man.
That nigga got that shit from City Trends in the minor section, nigga.
City Trends. Hey, yo,
bro, that nigga is wild, bro. He's a corn, bro. I guarantee you, bro. Even if you had a real conversation with the nigga, bro, you'll end up arguing with the nigga because you'll be.
I remember I used to watch like them shits. Actually, there was this one guy who I thought was really dope. Man, I wish I could tell you.
Bro, Luch. It's probably Kev Bless. That nigga's like the most famous out of all of them right now.
There was one person in there. I was like, oh, Burrow better not battle this dude.
Yeah, it's probably Kev Bless.
He was really nice, but
yeah, he's famous now.
Everybody else, man, I was like, bro, who's gonna eat all these dudes?
It was easy.
All these dudes. But that one guy, Joker, I was like, please, bro.
He loses off a technicality of being a cornball, bro.
Oh, I was like, bro. But I give it to him. He was up there very fucking confident. He was up there with the swag, and he wanted to smoke. He wanted.
Oh yeah, he punched me in the fucking face so hard, like 5 minutes before we went on stage, bro. Yeah, he punched me. Really
give it to him. You know what I'm saying? I definitely respect it. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean that you ain't corny, nigga.
That's what y'all, and he knows. He knows. I'm gonna clip this. He knows because I've worked with some of his people, and they didn't know who I was before, and then they're like, "Your last name sound mad familiar," and they be like, "Yo, ain't you that battle rap nigga? Yeah, you had smoke with my nigga Joker, but you nothing like what niggas saying shit like that." And then I'm telling niggas the story about me and him and shit like that, and I be like, "Yeah, that nigga, he punched me in my face." Yeah, he did his one too. Like, the nigga held it down. Like, he did what a lot of niggas didn't do, bro. Like, I used to bully niggas. When I came home, I had this mentality where I had to bully niggas.
I mean, like it's battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, you gotta have that type of persona. You know what I'm saying? And he definitely had like the persona, and I was like intrigued. I was like, oh shit, hold up, let me keep on watching this. You know what I'm saying? And
corny keeps you locked in because it's like it's hard to look away.
I mean,
he would be perfect in New York, bro. Because you know, New York niggas is just weird and just out there, bro. And that's how he's
I mean,
always been, bro.
no, because you know, I'm from the city over here, from fucking New York. So like, I'm watching this, so I'm like, okay, so this is based out of Youngstown. So is this how these niggas look and act like from Youngstown? And am am I watching like the baddest motherfucker from the valley from fucking Youngstown? And
Yeah,
like,
he
this the
was.
baddest motherfucker that you got in
Yep.
Youngstown? Like, bruh.
I'm
And
gonna put
fucking
this
then you
nigga
had the
hilarious.
fucking like annoying ass fucking host. Um, the fuck? It was some fat chick. What the fuck was her name?
Yo, bro, chill. Cause I'm starting to fuck with these
You know what I'm
niggas, but
saying?
yo, bro,
No,
cause you're
I'm just
saying it
saying.
and they're gonna think that I put you.
Nah. Listen, this was many years ago. Uh, and like I wasn't even fucking like with Burrow like at that time. And
Yo,
you know, like I used to watch like these clips. You know what I mean? And so like again, I'm from the Bronx, so I'm looking at how it's like up in Youngstown, Ohio. So I'm like, okay, so this is how people are up in Youngstown, oh, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? And like I know Burrow. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm watching this and I'm like, okay. I'm like, he's nice. He's definitely not nice. This nigga definitely not nice. I know that my man Burrow gonna eat all these dudes alive. You know what I'm saying? But I must say that it was entertaining because I actually wasted some time up in my life and that I could never get back. And I actually watched this shit with like the little fucking pool table or whatever. It was on one side, it was on the other side. And like the other host, he was pretty good though. Like the young kid.
yeah, Ayo
I
Red.
I
Yeah,
don't
Ayo
remember his
Red.
name.
Yeah,
But
his
I was
name was
like,
Ayo
yo,
Red.
he's definitely gonna be somebody. You know? I mean, there
Yeah.
was a lot of like the elements
It's
that
so crazy. If I release this part, bro, they're gonna be like, we script this. Burrow told him what to say. You know what I
nah,
mean?
bro.
Da-da-da-da.
Nah, bro. Like, nah. This is me. This is me. This is from a viewer. You know, and again, during that time, I wasn't fucking with Burrow.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, I still had him as a friend on my Facebook, and he used to always post like the videos, and I'm like, all right, let me. And he was doing like his whole fucking battle rapping thing. So I was like, all right, cool. Let me tune in. So I did like the whole concept of it. I did, and especially like with the constant, like every other week there was a new clip and all that, and I was intrigued. I actually tuned in. But there was some shit that was dope and some shit that was fucking whack.
Yeah, that's how it was.
And
It was a hit or miss.
but like that's where every show, like I could go ahead and critique like every other type of show. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like again, yeah, there was a lot of good shit that was there, and that was way back. That was in what 2012 or 20
Nah, that was 2016. That was when Live first came out. That was when Facebook
Yeah, so
Live
it
first
was
came
pretty
out.
cool. I mean, it was pretty cool. I mean, it was before like a lot of people.
Yo, bro,
You know what I mean?
because if you think about it now, if it was in 2015, right? Facebook Live had came out that ending of that year, and we started, the ending of 16, and we were pulling like 10, 12, 20K views on the live. You know what I mean? It was because it was on the host. She was a mod, like the models for out here and shit like that.
Right.
And we were putting
I remember that. and she was
you know what I
like
mean?
the
And we were
radio
putting the
host
promotion
or something,
behind
right?
it. Was that
Mm-hmm.
what you
And
said?
she was like a like a radio host
Yeah, she
or
was.
something like that, right?
Yeah, I don't know. She's actually my sister, my girl's cousin.
Oh, okay, okay.
Bro, me and her never got along, but you know what I mean. She's part of one of the teams that we fuck with
Hey,
now and shit like that.
I don't want no smoke with
We
nobody.
don't want no smoke. Me and you both, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I
But
don't want no smoke
but
with
what I'm
nobody.
saying is, bro,
I'm
that's what.
just talking. You know what I'm saying?
But
That's
that's what
all.
I'm saying. If you're saying that to a person that is literally 650 miles away, right? That
Right.
doesn't know anything. Me and you have never had a real conversation about none of these niggas, and
Nah.
you were a fan of it because you were tuned in willingly. You know what I mean? And this is what you are thinking. This is a real person's thought, but they have 89% of the delusional people that just want to be like, I want to be on this live that has 10,000. You know what I mean? This is dope. So we
Right,
want
right,
to
right.
be on the live. You a nigga that's like, nah, bro, she was annoying. He was talented. He was going to be somebody. These niggas was trash. Y'all niggas had a Zeus network program and it worked. But if you say that to them, they're gonna be like, he's hating, he a
I'm
bitch
not
ass nigga.
hating.
You know what I mean?
I'm not hating. I tuned in. I tuned in because I wanted to see whether it was whack or it was dope. I still tuned in, so it's a view.
Yeah.
So
If
take
you
it
don't
for what the fuck it is. You know what I'm
if you
saying?
don't give a nigga,
I'm
if
not
you
saying
don't glaze in 2020, in the 2020s, nigga, if you don't glaze, you gotta do this. This is the motion.
yeah, like come on, bro. If some shit is whack, I'm gonna tell you it's whack, my nigga. If some shit is dope, I'm gonna give you your props and say and it's dope. But regardless, if you make an effort, it's still dope. You know what I'm saying? Because you're actually doing the work. You know what I'm saying? Just some
If
shit
you don't
to get
glaze,
worked on.
if
You know
you
what I
don't
mean?
glaze and act like this person is like God and can walk on water, you're blocked. They only
Yeah.
want a community of
Nah.
delusional cult following ass people, bro. Because they on the only reason those people are cult following is because they feel like if they fuck with this person and they around this person and are glazing this person and leave a comment, hopefully their followers will go on their page and start following their shit. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's what it's all about. Just to grab a viewer, just to grab someone's attention. If you do that for 20 or 40,000 peoples, then you you fucking won. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, because there's some people that are gonna watch it regardless of what if it's whack, if it's dope, or if they just focus on one person. You know what I'm saying? So I was there just to fucking see how you gonna do against whoever you was up against.
And
You
I
know what I'm saying?
destroyed all of them niggas. Even when here's the
Because I
thing.
knew that I knew that you had the skill and you had the talent. I think that you could have been even doper if you held like your emotions a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you were more smarter than what you led to believe.
Right.
But I guess that's how like the elements are in fucking battle rap. You know, you have to express like that emotion, and you have to
You gotta play
try to
possum. You gotta play.
gravitate like to the crowd and what the crowd is liking and what the crowd is feeling. And then I remember there was a show that you did, and like and like I could tell that that other person had a whole army of niggas in there. So every bullshit ass punchline the fucking dude threw, everybody was like, "Oh," I'm like, "Yo, that shit wasn't dope. Get the fuck
That
out of
shit
here."
was weak.
Is this the baddest nigga from the fucking valley, nigga? Nah.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah. See, I can't. So like with shit like that, I couldn't really dig.
It
Like
takes
that's
it
not,
out, bro. Yeah, it takes it out
you
for
know.
the real person, for the real like non-delusional. It takes the entertainment, you know what I mean? Because at first it'll draw you in. The bullshit and the delusionalness will draw you in. But then after a while, you start thinking like, this is just too much bullshit, bro. This is just, you know what I mean? I just can't even entertain this no more. You throw your hands up with it and you just be like, fuck it.
Nah,
Like
but you
this
know,
game right now.
but still, regardless, it's dope. You know, I respect the hustle. You know what I'm saying? If somebody has the balls to say, you know what, we ain't gonna do this, we gonna do this live, and we gonna do this, and we gonna represent for our city, nigga, that shit is dope. I applaud that 1,000,000,000%. Cause not other people fucking are like have the guts to even attempt it. And y'all did it over there. You know what I'm saying? So yo, there's much love. You know what I'm saying? That
Bro, this clip is
ain't no beef.
fire.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, this part
you
of
know,
this part of the conversation to the niggas that need to hear it, it's fire because this is
and I'm
everything that
from
I
New York.
told you.
I'm from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Again, at that time I wasn't even fucking with this nigga because he was a jerk. You know what I mean? But I'm proud of him right now because he's definitely has gone to another level as being a man.
Yeah.
So I respect it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just talking about how I
You
used
see
to
them.
see him when he was in this battle league or like whatever, and I remember it. Um so I'm just trying to
That's
explain to
fire.
him of the shit that what I remember. And remember, this was 10 years ago or so.
9 years ago.
So I haven't seen those videos since then. It
Right.
was like a one-time thing. I was like, oh, boom. But there's certain things that I remember that it gravitated like to my mind. So I'm just expressing them like
It's
to what
always, yo, bro. You
okay.
don't understand, bro, because it's like, yo, to know that niggas was watching me, yo, bro. I remember the day after we did the battle, right? Because I had to let me eat. I was doing the let me eat shit. And me and my wife, we were walking through the mall, and the nigga was like, "You were the nigga on the battles last night, yo. You did your thing, Mister Let Me Eat." And like, I was like, "What?" And it was just like the random people, but yo, to hear my niggas always be like, "Yo, bro, I was watching you," and we weren't, you ain't even the only one that wasn't fucking with me that was watching me. And it's like, yo, bro, like and I tell them that because they don't understand the reason why I was bitter towards them is because we really made something, bro. It wasn't like we would just watch the locally.
No, it was dope as fuck. I love the concept. I'm telling you, I love the concept. I love like the side to side. I love like the host. I told you, like whoever was the young kid, he was dope.
Hey, yo,
Um,
Reg was dope. Yeah, yo, Reg was dope.
so and again, I tuned in, but it's just like the saying goes. I mean, I'm not too sure how to word it, but it's like just because I'm I'm not fucking with you at this moment, that doesn't mean that I don't want you to be like a success. You know, I always want to see you win.
Yeah.
And that goes for like anybody. You know, of course, we all get busy. We all got lives. We got families. We got kids. I have fucking grandkids. You know what I'm saying? And life gets in the way. And sometimes we can't call like our boy or call our cousin because they have their plate full. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean I don't love you. That doesn't mean I don't fuck with you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's just life. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay.
That's
That's
totally
okay.
fine, bro. That is I hit you up like, yo, bro. I got all these niggas, they doing this shit. Nobody could keep up with me. And I really fuck with you. So I was just wondering, mind you, I haven't talked to this nigga. I don't even remember when was the last time me and him had a conversation, let alone to come on a podcast. The nigga said, "Yeah, I got you." and we just picked up and did weekly fucking shows ever since, bro. It has never stopped. It's never been on some. You don't have to show out and show up and show out every fucking day for your mans, bro. It's about when it matters.
Bro, that's as real as it is. Sometimes you just have to show up, bro. That means more than money. That means more than anything. Sometimes just showing up means more than anything, bro. It shows that you give a fuck. It shows that you care. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, just being at the Fanatics Fest, bro. Like being at the Fanatics Fest, you doing your thing. I didn't see you for the first 5.5 hours.
Yeah, I was chilling, babe. I was chilling.
I
I was
love
mingling. I was mingling with the crowd. I was, like I bumped into like a lot of people that like I knew anyway. So it wasn't like if I was dolo like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. But it was it was the fact that it was like, you went into a situation and you was like, you told me like, nah, like yo, I'm gonna get some shit right, and we'll get it next time. But then I was like, yo, I really just wanted to see you, bro.
Nah,
You was like,
and mind you, it was my little nephew's birthday up in my house.
Bro, I already know, my nigga.
You
like
know
when
what
a
I'm
New
saying?
York nigga says, yo, bro, nah, bro, I'm trying to get my shit right. When a New York nigga says, yo, I got some shit to do. That's it, bro. This conversation is over. But I pulled the card where it was
That's
like, yo,
accurate.
I haven't seen you in 10 years. It would have just been nice.
It's
We got the
accurate. It's
sports
accurate.
talk.
Yeah,
I pulled the right strings, nigga. I knew what words to say, bro. I haven't seen you in 10 years. It's crazy because it would have been dope if we did this.
You know what? And that, and like when he spoke to me, like wifey had fucking heard it, and she was like, "Nigga, you better go. You better go." I was like, "Nah, but it's the baby's party." She was like, "Nigga, go." She's like, "I got you." I was like, "For real?" She's like, "Yeah, go." I was like, "All right, I'm out."
I'm out.
I'm out.
Say less, yeah, bro.
So
I knew that was gonna. I knew kind of like that was at least gonna have you pull up something, even if it was pull up outside, or I'll check you at your mom's crib, or I knew that was gonna do something where we were gonna meet up.
Once I'm in, I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, bet. Let's do it. Let's do it like 100%. You know what I mean? So,
man. It was fire, bro. I appreciated the fact that you spent your 70, man. You came out.
And like as soon as you left, I went back for another hour.
I know. I seen you go back. I was like, because I told my dad, I was like, yo, slow down, because I want to see if this nigga's gonna walk in or if he's gonna walk, because what I mean, I thought you was like on some like, oh, I'm just gonna go back inside, but you was really gonna walk back to your car.
Nah,
so, nah, right?
I went back in for like an hour. I saw the guy from the Vikings. What's his name? Justin Jefferson.
Oh yeah. He was doing a signing there.
Yeah, he was there, and they was doing some shit up in the wrestling like booth. So I just strolled over there, and then I got me like another shirt.
Yo, you know what's so funny, bro?
Mm-hmm.
That we were at Fanatics Fest, right?
Yeah.
You seen Giants, Jets.
Mm-hmm.
You even seen Falcons. You seen everybody but Tampa Bay.
I know. I saw the Tampa Bay belt that like they had there.
Oh yeah.
They wanted like $850 for that shit.
Oh word, that was it.
Yeah.
$850. I mean, I want to get it for $850. I'll wait for like it go down on the price on the web, but yeah, bro. I mean,
at
the convention, that's not bad.
They had this dope UFC jacket. Oh my gosh, it was so fire, bro. It was made. It was made by fucking Drake's brand, OVO.
Oh yeah, so you know that was a couple thousand, bro.
When
it was fire.
When I tell you this jacket was fire, bro. It was fire, bro.
Whenever something's fire, one, it doesn't come in your size. Two, it costs too much. Or three, you just can't get it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I was looking for my size, but the biggest size I had was like an XL, and like it fit. But you know, I don't like wearing like that tight shit like these fucking young niggas like to rock. You know what I mean? So
yeah, we don't have the. I have the one ab, not the 6, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. So, you know, but and then I just and then I stood there for like an hour, and then I walked back to my car another like 20 blocks. You know what I'm saying? So I walked like a good 15 miles, like fucking yesterday. I feel
nigga,
good.
that's what I was about to say. You didn't catch no cramps in the middle of the night, nigga?
I got my steps in yesterday, my nigga. I got my
You
steps.
catch no Charlie horse, nigga?
Nah, I was good. And then like on the way back, I stopped by this little fucking diner and shit right there on like 23rd. And I stood there for like another half hour. I was taking my time, bro. I was in no rush to get back home, and there was no traffic. Yo, I just jumped in my
And it was
car.
I got it was the most beautifulest day yesterday because I went to Katona, and I heard today was just nasty and just raining. And
I took the family to play golf like fucking today, right? And we did only like 6 or 7 holes, pause, because it was way too hot out there. It was like, yo, let's just wrap this up. Let's go home because it was hot. You know what I mean? So
yeah. My wife is like, y'all going extra long, pause. Y'all extra long. It's the last sports talk until the motherfucking football season, man.
Yeah. And
right now, with a jersey on the line. All right, with a jersey on the line, the last 4 minutes and 11 seconds.
But it's not over.
Anybody's game. It's anybody's game because we already know what the fucking Pacers do. Now, mind you, OKC has scored 3 points in the last like 6 minutes.
Yeah, so this is not over yet because it was 90 to like 70. So now it's 93 to 80. So this shit is far from over.
And you know what that bench do in the last 4 minutes. What did I say in the beginning of this fucking show? You know what this team do in the last 4 minutes because they don't stop until they see 000.
Yeah, it's only a 12-point game, bro.
That's hilarious, bro.
I'm out.
Well,
and the Aces are playing defense right now. Well, that's like fuck it. That's what you gotta do. This is it. This is
it, bro. I'm gonna cut this live out and do the live reaction to the last one because we're not gonna be able to cut and clip this one.
Yeah. All right. But
sexy sounds and top music.
With Bro Loach live in the building.